Welcome to my channel. This is Jacko's Crypto, and in this video, I'm going to be discussing the top NFTs to buy now in March 2022 and how to find those blue chip NFTs that everybody's been talking about, right? Because the blue chips are essentially like the Bitcoin and Ethereums of the NFT space. And if you can find them early on, you can set yourself up for amazing future gains. Now, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a professional investor by any means. I'm just sharing my opinions and investments with you guys, right? So please always do your own research and make sure to look over everything before investing into any of the projects I talk about in this video, just because some of the information I can be providing you with could be outdated, because with these NFT projects, they're constantly changing the mint times, mint dates, and all that type of stuff, which obviously can affect your NFT investing journey, right? So now looking at a very important thing that I look at pretty much anytime I mint a project or buy into a NFT, and that's going to be the Opensea daily volume or the monthly volume, right? Seeing the volume that's actually coming into the space. And the reason I only look at Opensea is because Opensea pretty much accounts for 90% or more of all NFT volume currently, right? The biggest platform, biggest marketplace people use on a daily basis. And as you can see, we have been on quite the downtrend since the end of January. Volume has just dropped off significantly, and we haven't been this low since December or even November of 2021. So that's quite interesting to see, and obviously we are in quite the downtrend. However, a lot of the blue chip NFTs like Bored Ape Yacht Club and some of the top ones, right, are still holding those floor prices, which is good to see, but also is a bit concerning because it seems like we could fall a lot more in the next couple of months. However, it does depend on what Bitcoin and the rest of the cryptocurrency market is doing, right? Usually, as we've seen, when Bitcoin drops hard or when the crypto space in general falls quite fast, we see a huge increase in demand for NFTs just because people sell out of their cryptos and want somewhere else to put their money so they can make even more money, right? So they usually end up going to NFTs because of what's going on in the world, right? In the global economy, we're not exactly seeing that response. However, Bitcoin really hasn't fallen below major support levels like the $30,000 to $35,000 area. So if we do see that, then I think we could see a huge increase in demand for NFTs, which would evidently cause a lot of massive gains in new projects that are minting or current projects that are already been trading on the markets for the last couple of weeks or even months, right? So that's something to know as well. Now, looking at Ethereum's technical analysis, it's very vital that you do this pretty much before any time you buy into the NFT market, just because ETH is a huge impact on all NFTs across the board, right? Because Ethereum is the main blockchain that's being used to mint NFTs, to buy and sell NFTs. So of course it has an impact on NFTs prices and demand, right? So if you see here, Ethereum isn't doing the greatest, right? If we see a break below into this region, NFTs could see a huge increase in volume, right? Because the demand is increasing and people are selling out of their cryptos as Ethereum and Bitcoin start doing not as well. However, if Ethereum just trades sideways for the next little while, I think NFTs will as well, because even throughout these crazy times, right, NFTs are still holding up on those floor prices, at least for the blue chip NFTs, which is nice to see. And I think that's because Ethereum hasn't broken below major support levels, so it wouldn't send a huge increase in demand for NFTs. However, we also haven't broke above any major resistance, meaning we're just in the sideways range at the current time, and NFTs are also kind of performing like Ethereum as well, right? Not hitting all-time lows, but also not hitting all-time highs. One last thing you guys can do before buying into the NFT market is looking at what's going on with the news, right? Look at the news for crypto space, look at the news for NFTs, because all of this information can give you a good grasp of the overall sentiment within the crypto and NFT market, which could be a huge advantage to you when trading or investing into NFTs or even cryptocurrencies, right? So now looking into the projects that I think could do very well for March or even the next couple of months. Now, I'm not guaranteeing that they're going to be blue chips, but some of them may be around for quite a while and could see huge increases in floor prices even after mint, which is the goal, right? You don't want an NFT collection completely dying out after the art is revealed and after the mint is over, because if that happens, you pretty much know that no one's interested in that project, they don't like the art, and they don't believe in it for the long term, which is the most important thing, right? Because the reason Bored Ape Yacht Club and CryptoPunk chunks, the reason those floor prices stay high is because nobody's really interested in selling them even at those crazy high prices, because they believe they will grow even larger in the future, right? And if you see that if there's a lot of demand coming in but there's not much supply, then you know that NFT is going to do very well in the future, right? Their floor price is going to go insane just because there's not enough supply for the demand coming in. Now, the first project is called Kahairu. It's pretty hyped. It's not overly hyped, which I like to see. 87,000 followers. However, when we look at the engagement, we can actually see that most of these followers seem to be real, right? On posts with no giveaways, no call to actions really, other than just showing the art and showing what they've been working on, are getting thousands and thousands of likes and retweets, which is really good to see, right? Basic posts with no links, no art, and no giveaways are getting amazing engagement, which is a very good sign that this following is real and really believes in the project and the artwork, right? Another point to look at is the actual art is amazing. It's very interesting, quite unique, and the 3D carving on it looks so cool. I really haven't seen artwork exactly like this in the space, so I think it will do well because it does pick up on some other factors that have led to successful NFTs in the past, but it doesn't completely rip them off, which is pretty much the key if you want to have a successful NFT project, is be trendy, but don't be copycats, right? Because copycats usually don't do well. They might have a sellout of the NFTs and you might see a 25% to maybe even 50% growth, which is amazing. However, with Ethereum and gas fees and just the overall uncertainty in the markets at the moment, you don't want to risk your money on projects that are only going to go up 25%, 50%. You really want to look for those ones that you think could go up 75% to maybe even 500%, because that happens all the time, right? You see projects trading at 2 to 5 times the mint price right after launch. And then of course, some other projects like Invisible Friends will be trading at 30 to 40 times their mint price right after sellout, right? Which is amazing, but only happens a small percentage of the time. So it is hard to find those types of projects, but it's definitely not impossible. Also, another thing to note is that it's followed by a pretty big influencer within the NFT and crypto space, being Matt's Crypto, which is another point I look for, making sure that the project is backed by people that know what they're talking about, right? And know what makes a good NFT. And if they're interested in it, then there must be a reason why. Now, moving on to the second project, it's going to be Nanoverse HQ, which actually has had an NFT collection in the past. It's called Project NanoPass, and it's currently at a 1.95 Ethereum floor price, which is really awesome to see, because if you got in at public or whitelist launch, you're probably up 10 to 20x your investment, and even higher at some points, because this project did go even more at some points. And if you did get a rare one, you could have sold for maybe 5, 10, or even 20 ETH in some cases, as I saw people selling for just ridiculous amounts, which is awesome, right? And you can get lucky. However, don't always count on that, because it's a very small likelihood that you're going to get a rare NFT. It's just the facts, it's the numbers, right? It's the odds. So don't count on that. What you should be looking for is communities that are engaged, that are excited about these NFTs, and are willing to buy them and then hold on to them, not just sell them right away for quick profit. You want NFT holders that really believe in that collection for the long term, because they will get even more value from it in the future than selling for 1 ETH or 2 ETH now, right? So that's what you want to be looking for. And the NFT collection Nanoverse HQ is releasing quite soon, could do amazingly well, right? You see 130,000 plus followers, really good engagement on basic posts with no giveaways, which is nice to see. It's not the most engaged community I've ever seen. However, just because they have had a successful NFT launch in the past, probably will have another sellout at least. I think they'll definitely sell out. I'm not promising a 5 to 10x post launch, post mint, but I also don't see this project just evaporating overnight, because that does happen with a lot of NFTs, right? They do amazingly well, they sell out, and then that floor price just goes to nothing within the matter of weeks. However, that most likely will not happen with Nanoverse, right? Even if it doesn't trade at a 2 to 5x post launch, it could still do well in the future, right? As the NFT space brings in more volume and demand, then I think Nanoverse will still be there to pick up some of that demand and hopefully raise the price of those NFTs. So it is followed by a massive influencer in the crypto and NFT space, being JRMY Crypto, someone that I really look up to and have always supported, right? And he has his own NFT collection as well, that being JRMY Club Official, which is currently at a floor price of 2 ETH, which is a really good deal in my opinion. I have one of these myself, and they're just amazing community to be a part of. So much value and utility he's bringing to these NFT holders every day. Over 13,000 ETH traded on this collection alone, and I think it will continue doing well in the future. And this has been at a floor price between 5 and 6 ETH before, so this is a really good discount in my opinion. Also, out of the 10,000 items listed, only 162 are available to buy now, which is a very good sign, right? And shows a strong community, people that really believe in the project for the long term and do not want to sell anytime soon. Now, moving to my next project that has not minted yet, that's going to be Undead Blocks. This is not the most hype project by any means, only 43,000 followers, but most of those followers, as you can see, are real, right? They're getting good engagement, good amount of likes and retweets on posts with no giveaways, just showing what they're working on and some of the art within the NFT collection that I think will be quite cool and could actually be a game played by a lot of people in the future, right? It's a kill to earn zombie game, which of course lots of people love zombie games. There's a huge community behind it. So if this actually is a good game, you could see a huge increase in users, which would evidently help raise the price of the Undead Block NFT collection. And not only that, but they also have a token that's coming out, and they actually just raised $1.7 million in seed and private funding for, right? So if this does well, I think the token and the NFT collection behind it will do very well also. Additionally, it is followed by notable people in the space, that being Matt's Crypto, Sheldon Evans, right? Some pretty big names in the crypto and NFT space, which is really nice to see because it shows there is something with this project that other people are seeing also, and people that know what they're talking about and have done very well with their own NFT collections, and of course trading and buying NFTs and holding on to them for the long term also. So moving to my next project, that is going to be Imaginary Ones, which is probably the most hyped one I've talked about in this video. Over 373,000 followers, right? Absolutely massive, followed by notable people, Matt's Crypto, Sheldon Evans, which is nice to see. Huge community, very engaged, over 47,000 likes just on this post with no links or giveaways, which is amazing to see, right? You see this posted 10 hours ago, literally just an emoji in the description and the artwork, over 5,000 likes, 2,300 retweets. So this community is definitely real. It's highly engaged and really believes in the artwork. However, the team, the roadmap, I'm not saying is the best, but the art is definitely being loved by a lot of people, right? Which shows the NFT is absolutely going to sell out. I don't know if it's going to hold on to its floor price for the next few months, like a successful NFT project should do for the long term. However, in the short term, I would not be surprised if it's trading at anywhere from 5 to 25x post-mint, post-sellout, right? I would really not be surprised if that happens because it is a similar type of artwork as Invisible Friends. Of course, it's quite different, but it does have that walking animation art, which is very trendy at the moment. And this project is really the second biggest to do it, right? So I think there's still a lot of room to do well in that space. Of course, if projects continue doing this, I don't know how long the trend is going to last, but for now, I think it's safe. As you can see, they've been building up this community for a little while, since January of 2022. So definitely not been around for a very long time. However, they also didn't just pop up last week, right? They have a community that's engaged still after all of these months and really believes in the NFT and will see success, in my opinion, right? I'm not guaranteeing long-term success, even with something like Invisible Friends, but if it pulls off even half of what Invisible Friends did, that would be absolutely insane growth for the NFT buyers, right? So that's why I see this project doing very well in March of 2022. And I think the mint is going to be at the end of March. It might even be pushed back now, maybe till April. I'm not sure. I think they were waiting on the NFT volume to pick up a bit, so it would really do well for the people buying into this NFT, but I'm not positive on that. So make sure to do your own research for all of these NFTs for the mint dates, times, and prices. Now, another project that's actually minting, I think yesterday, if you are watching this now, it was probably yesterday it minted, or at least the whitelist mint was, and it's called Rare Bears. They have been around since December of 2021, at least that's when the Twitter account was created. They have over 114,000 followers, some of them being notable people within the crypto and NFT space, which is good to see. I believe Matt's Crypto is one of the followers as well. And as you can see, it's similar to Karafuru art, which was highly loved by a lot of people, right? And the floor price has held up quite well. So that's why I think this will do very well, at least post mint. We could be trading at 2 to 5 times in my opinion, but I don't know if it's going to be a long-term project. And if you guys are wondering what a long-term project in the NFT space, that's pretty much anything that holds its floor price after reveal, right? Because honestly, after reveal, about 50 to even 90% of projects fall drastically in price and never return to those all-time highs, which is unfortunate to see, but it's something you need to be aware of. So really understand the NFT market, right? And really make sure that you are protecting your investments, right? You're taking profits. So for example, if I minted 3 of these and I sell one of them for 3 times what I paid for it, I got all my money back right there, and I could hold on to those other 2 for the next couple of weeks and see if they continue rising in floor price, or I could wait till after reveal and see if I get a rare one. So that is something you can do, but make sure you always take some of the money off the table and take profits to make sure that you don't just go all in on a project that could go to zero, no problem, especially when it is not a copy, but it's similar to the Karafuru art, right? I think it is very interesting, and I think it's a good play on the Karafuru art, but nonetheless, it is taking a lot of inspiration from it, which a lot of people see as copying. However, they will buy it and flip it for short-term profits, but a lot of people might not be holding on to it for the long term, which is unfortunate to see, but who knows, I could be wrong, and Rare Bears could be the top 10 NFT for the next couple of months, but that would honestly surprise me quite a bit. As you can see, the engagement's pretty good. However, a lot of these posts are giveaways, right? They're whitelist giveaways or they're NFT giveaways. So that is something you need to look at, because it is quite easy to get thousands of likes and retweets, especially when you have 100,000 followers on posts that are just giving away money or NFTs or whitelist access. However, on posts with no giveaways, if they're only getting a couple hundred likes and retweets, that's something you should be kind of a bit concerned of, right? And make sure that you just do your own research, of course, and only invest an amount that you're willing to lose entirely, because that can definitely happen. Now, the last project is going to be Jacko's Crypto. Of course, this is just a joke, right? This is just my Twitter account, but I highly recommend following me here because I do tweet all types of insightful and interesting content surrounding the NFT and crypto space that I think a lot of people and a lot of you guys will be interested in. So please follow me there, and you'll also stay up to date on any new videos that I post. If you guys did enjoy this video, please smash the like button, as it really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. Also, subscribe to the channel and turn on those post notifications so you never miss an upload. I will be releasing an NFT calendar to my Patreon supporters very soon. So if you are interested in that, please let me know in the comments so I can get on that ASAP. So thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Have a great day and peace.